Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Our lovely video man, Nightcrawla, had a blue screen of death. I'm not sure, I doubt that you guys were able to see that on stream, but if you did, that would have been awesome. I would love to watch somebody stream blue screen. Anyway, so, we had Russia make it out of the map. I'm not sure how much video you guys saw. They manhandled the tank pretty good. And they made it out with a score of 752 points.
Shout out to Nightcrawla, trying to upgrade from Windows 98.
Wow. So, for the video on demand, I'm sure, well, maybe we have the VOD, I'm not sure. For those of you who didn't see it, and if there is no VOD, Russia demolished the Netherlands. We have the attack coming in right now. We have Smoker going for a pull, whiffing the pull. Both hunters getting taken out, one gift skeet and one real skeet. Smoker going for a pull again, and Bill getting pulled down, but no damage on that fall. Great job. Russians getting a little lucky right there. But again, back to that, the first 3 attacks that we saw from the Russians led to 3 separate tri-cap with some booms in all of those. So they had the survivors down to a 100 health bonus by the time the 3rd attack was done. And then after a couple more attacks, they were down to a 30 health bonus during the tank. So it was very, very simple. We have 3 hunters in the boomer. Look like they're going to make their way in right now. Boomer's probably going to go in. Maybe he's going to die last. No, Boomer making his way in. He did not rocket in, and he gets punched in the face. We have hunters making their way in, going for some scratches. Unable to do anything.
Beat shutdown, and on the reverse side of that last map, we had the Russians just able to successfully fend off all the attacks and push the tank all the way back to the safe room, finally killing him when he dropped in for the ladder. Almost getting a juke, but looked like he got skeeted out of the air when he dropped in for that last punch.
Yeah, the tank had just about 500, maybe even less HP when he dropped in for the punch, so he really had nothing he could do. Reminder, this is the L4D Nations Cup. This is the grand finals between Russia and the Netherlands. I'm Justin Moosey. With me I have Caper, and this attack is getting ready to come in again. We're going to see a standard attack. Spoke's going to go for a pullback. Boomer's going for the boom. Whiffing the boom. We have 100 landing, and that's really all that happened off that attack. Smoker was instantly cleared, and survivors at a 185. Boomer is dead, and they're going to be able to push this tank, I think.
Poor fat boomers. They're just getting bullied around and shoved around the entire game.
Yeah, they're like... Well, if you guys haven't seen, there's a Revenge of the Fat Kid on YouTube. There's this little bully fight, and this little scrawny kid is beating this large kid. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. I think it's got a Guile theme to it. Anyway, so we have...
the video's hilarious.
Has the tank. It is awesome. You guys have to check it out after this cast.
Epic slam I've ever seen. He just picks him up over his head.
No, don't spoil it.
Alright, fine. Pretty much everyone's seen it. It's like the biggest thing on the internet right now.
Yeah, that kid is going to be so rich. Anyway, so Suprep just continuing to throw rocks. Looks like we are going to see him pass it so they get a boomer? Maybe? Survivors are just baiting... Well, not even baiting. Bill dropped down off the top of the train. So Tank has even more room to throw rocks, taking literally no chip right now. He's taken 25 damage so far. And Hunter went in right now, so we're going to see a attack with a boomer here pretty shortly. I think. No, they actually got another Hunter, it looks like. No, that is a boomer. Okay, Caper. I'm crazy.
No HR, they're going to be able to play this tank as long as they want, pretty much. They can just keep LOSing.
So we have 100 skeeted. The Smoker tried for a pull, got shut down. Going for a pull again. And Bill has chased the Smoker. Boomer getting the boom on 2. Tank is going to be able to do some serious damage. Survivors are very, very split. He's going for a rock on the non-boom survivor. I can't agree with that. He should be just putting the love into the boom survivors while they're very, very split from their teammates. Trying to attack the green survivors is probably not a very good idea. Down to 4,200 HP, and here he's finally going after some boom survivors after most of the horde is cleared. So Blue Label finally lands the first punch of this tank, but he's down to 2,600 and completely trapped. We have Hunter and Smoker making their way in, and both getting shut down. Boomer getting another 2-bag, and Tank has a green in his back. He's going to be able to get the end cap on Zoe here, leaving 2 boom survivors. 400 health. 2 shots in this tank will kill him. Goes for a rock, and nice skeet right there. Bill completely hoarded, still skeets the rock. Tank drops in, and he's going to go ahead and die here, assuming that Lewis can shoot him once or twice. which he does not. So Jimi Hendrix is Lewis, and He's got a full infected armada to deal with. A smoker, he just shut down a hunter.
Smoker going for the pull on the last remaining unincapped survivor. Gets it off, and Hunter goes in for the... Oh, and that's a wipe.
That is a wipe.
That second boomer really saved that tank, because he was just chasing him around, didn't really know what to do. He got chipped down to, what was 800 HP until that boom came in, and really just let them get that wipe.
So the Russians struggling a little bit with that tank. It's obviously very difficult to deal with two separate boomers during the tank, even though the first one didn't really do anything. So we have the Netherlands as the survivors here, Caper. And do you think we can see some more incredible Russian attacks, or are we going to be not as shocked and awed this game, or this map?
We'll have to see if those first attacks were just luck, and if they can keep up that pace with the infected. I think the Netherlands definitely going to learn from their mistakes and play a little bit more tight survivor, because they definitely do have the capacity to shut down these attacks hard. A little more enclosed of a map too. It'll be quite a bit easier than that BH1.
Yeah, so if we see attacks like that on this map, then we know the Russians are serious business. Both teams have said that they're ready, I think, so they're going to finally make their way out. I'm zooming around looking for a second pistol. I don't think it actually matters too much. They're finally making their way out of the safe room, and we're going to see an attack on the pull-down area. So, well, we got a little bit of time. On Sunday the 27th at 6 o'clock Eastern, we're going to see a show match between ID and Latino Heat. Winner takes $100. That's going to be cast here on eRev. And it's going to be a best of 3, playing Death Toll, then Loser Picks, and then Suicide Blitz. So make sure you tune in for that. $100 to the winner. There are going to be prize giveaways. I know for sure that there are posters being given away. There might be other things. I'm not sure. We have Blue Label dropping out, taking a bunch. What is going on right here? What is Netherlands doing? They just chipped themselves down to a 170. This attack comes in, and I don't know what they just did that for, Caper.
I'm a little confused as well. I haven't seen that since the pubbing days.
I think they tried to run out onto the top of the pallet jack, but what is going on?
So they're trying to catch him by surprise by jumping out onto that, but the Russians were definitely ready for that. There was no fooling them. Another attack went in. One-hander landing. Trying to get a scratch. Smoker's pull got broken, and just goes in for his scratch, but also gets shut down.
We have Blue Label getting common and taking a whole bunch of damage. What is going on, Blue Label? Wow, I am so confused by the Netherlands, what they did there. You know,
after watching that last match, I'm really, this is just a complete reversal of their type of survivor play.
I don't think sacrificing 30 health bonus to make an attack different is ever worth it.
Sometimes you just gotta stick with the stuff that works and not go for anything crazy.
That was obviously something not very practiced by the team. They're obviously just having fun, though, as I think they already have a 16-slot server. But you know what? They get an extra 16 slot if they win. So they're just playing for fun. They're having, it's Netherlands against Russia. 2 Left 4 Dead juggernauts. I'm not sure who defeated Netherlands earlier in this tournament. I'll have to ask that in the next safe room. But we're going to see 3 hunters and a boomer, so a dirty 3-1 attack. And survivors are running back underneath, baiting as much as possible. This is reminiscent of the healthcare professionals. Caper.
Taking a book out of the Phil strats. Just dipping into each and every room that they can find, and being somewhat of goofballs in doing so.
Yep, the attack coming in, and we had 2 hunters get the cap, and wow,
huge separation on Francis.
Split. Why did you run back so far? Just take the in cap. That is so much damage that happened. They have to play this tank very aggressively. Boomer getting the boom and dying last here. Maybe, I'm not sure. But what is the deal? Netherlands just falling apart.
Not sure if they don't care, or if they're too overconfident, or if they've given up after that map 1 kind of deal. I don't know.
So we have the tank going for a rock throw right now. Tank is being controlled by Leakin. I don't know. You're Leakin to me. He's going to throw some rocks, and survivors are all going to play this forward, which is interesting. It's really good if you can shut down the entire attack, but if you can't, then it really sucks. So we have the boomer going over by the tank. Interesting.
I wonder, do people gamble on Left-4 Dead matches over in Europe? Because it looks like this match is fixed or something, the way they're playing.
Oh, Caper being all cute, funny. We have a boomer getting the boom on 2. Smoker going for the pull. Hunter making his way in. Rock barely skeeted by Francis. Nice job right there. Tank is pushing his way in, and survivors really need to do some serious damage to him right now. He's down to... He took a quarter of his health right there. Down to 69% of his health, and he's going to continue... Oh, wow! What a punch! Suprep dropping right into the tank punch, getting punched right back up on top of the pipe.
That was an epic long arm. He was trying to get some chip on that tank, and tank just did a nice Hadouken and hit him across over to the pipe.
Caper, he did not do a Hadouken. You always die when you're Hadoukened. Maybe it was a short Hadouken or something.
That was kind of like the one I did on Visceral in my video.
No Mercy finale. The Caper video. We'll talk about it in a second. We have Boomer getting the boom on 2. Tank is pushing his way in. He's going to be able to land some easy multis, but he backs out. He took over half of his remaining health chasing the survivors. Survivors at a 49 health bonus right now. Tank at 20% of his health, sitting there at 1195. And Bill is pressuring this tank, but he's... Oh, nice juke on the tongue. But he got pulled this time. Rock with the clear. Boomer getting the boom on 2 survivors again. What's with all these 2 bags in this area? Tank is only taken 1 pistol shot since we last spoke of his health. With his horde getting cleared very quickly, though, and Tank is getting to be in a worse and worse position. As far as continuing to push Caper, and they're at 40 health bonus. Do you think they can do it?
Survivors are definitely getting into hyper-desperation mode and pushing the tank as hard as they can. They know they have to kill him right now while they're bleeding out, or they might not be wiping on another map, and I don't know if they will be able to get their morale back if they wipe on this map as well.
Tank just killed the Hunter somehow and continued the rock throw. That's interesting. Tank at 826 health, 10% rage. But this is still at first pass. Survivors, you guys need to get back there and push him.
Stop it. What happened on last side with an 800 health tank?
Yep, so they're just content skeeting rocks, going for the end cap on the friendly teammate. Boomer coming, getting the boom on 1 person. There's Smoker going to pull back on Bill. And Tank is continuing to throw rocks. Oh, he barely missed that one on Blue Label.
Roxy boom on the other 2 survivors.
And this
Tank's continuing to throw rocks. I think it passed. There's an AI Hunter going in. Tank doesn't have the angle anymore, so he's going to back out and wait for another set of spawns. Up this 600 HP is for as long as he can. He knows the survivors are bleeding out. Every second counts. They continue to land these booms. It's not going to look good for them.
I don't know why they're choosing to give him rage now when they were trying to cut it so hard before. Tank is at just about death. Tank finally dies. Survivors 21 health bonus. They're going to have 3 spawns up to come in. Hunter, Boomer making their way in. Boomer getting the boom on 1 survivor. We have a Hunter and a Smoker left to do some damage. 21 health bonus. We have 3 survivors still with solid health, and 1 who does not have solid health. He's actually black and white.
Nice skeet on that Hunter while he was getting pulled away. And looks like that's going to be just GG, and they're going to be able to get in the safe room because that attack did not land as successfully as the Russians had hoped.
Blue Label is black and white. They're at 10 health bonus right now. Excuse me, 11. We have a Smoker and a Hunter. Smoker's going to get a fake pull. Survivors making their way in, and I wouldn't even go in right now if I was the infected. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Making it in 440 points. So they're going to be down by about 300, I think, Caper.
So still a very close game going into the all-important 3rd map. And I guess they're going to play a 4th map as well on this, right?
They are. So, Netherlands are down to the Russians by 310 points. This is pretty close. One team wiping on each map, although the Netherlands took a lot more damage than the Russians did on map 1 compared to map 2. So we're going to have to see how the Europeans play this map. I am expecting a sack for a quad, though, off this first attack cape.
Pretty standard. It's a very nice quad area. It's known as Quad Alley and other very interesting names that I won't say. Some of them are dirty.
Okay, Caper. Anyway, so looks like they are setting up on the corner. Smoker's going to go for a pull back, it looks like. So maybe we'll see a full attack happening right here. Just wait with bated breath. We have the attack coming in right now. We have two hunters making their way in. Smoker going for the pull, whiffing the pull, and the Boomer is going to spawn last and get meleeed. Oh, he gets a revenge scratch, though, and Boomer is not going to die here. He did get a scratch on 3 survivors, though. I think. Boomer is taken out, though, so we'll see a quad attempt up top, at the top of the hill, right by the door, I assume, Caper.
Not too much common up there. Oh, they're spawning in now, so looks like they're probably just going to sit down here, clear the common, and take this quad down in this pit area.
I completely agree with you there. Survivors slowly making their way forward. We are going to see a Smoker pull from the very back. This quad could come in any time. Survivors know what the infected are just ready. And, well, we'll just have to sit here and wait and see what exactly happened. This is always a dangerous
Smoker in behind that rock, waiting for them to push a little bit forward so you can get the pullback. 300's going in, a little bit separated. They're pouncing around. 100 gets skeeted. Another one lands. Smoker's cleared, and lots of damage on Bill right now. But all in all, shut down.
There was 2 shots into Clown's back, I believe, once he got up. Because his health bonus, after the hunter died, dropped dramatically. Anyway, 177 health bonus. Survivors are clearing stuff, looking for second pistols. There are Uzis at the campsite if they so choose, as well as a second pistol. They cannot pick up the honey rifle because this is the European configuration, and they don't allow the honey rifle until the tank is dead. Tank going for a rock, not even close to anything. But the tank is being controlled by GT500, and the Netherlands really, really need to fight this tank well. Tank pushing his way in, down to 4,700. We have the spawns coming in right now. Smoker going for the pull. Boomer shut down. Nice shutdown right there. We have the hunter taken out. The Smoker is dead, and Tank is completely trapped. He's losing so much health. He's down to 4,000. Continuing to drop down. He is in the tree, and Caper, this tank looks pretty dead to me.
He's definitely getting shut down. The poor tank. He went for that peace punch and couldn't get him to go far enough. Oh, he does get the in-cap punch on Bill right there, but yeah, all in all, poor tank just had no support without that boom.
Right, but that punch on Bill right there did so much damage that basically made the tank worth it right there. The shutdown attack really didn't matter at that point because that's really as much damage as you can usually get off of this tank. You very rarely see the wipe, and looks like the survivors are going. And we do have a honey rifle now. Bill is going to be rocking the honey rifle. That is Clown. We have the spawns coming from behind. Boomer getting the boom on 1. Smoker taken out. Hunters making their way in. Both hunters skied it. Boomer's going to die last here. So the Netherlands definitely doing what they can to bring this game back here.
They're looking a little more confident on their survivor side. Perhaps getting some morale back from being able to actually survive on that map too, and seeing that they can still win this.
138 health bonus continuing their way to the map. We'll see 2 more attacks from the infected. This one is going to be a quad.
Right now.
Quad cap making its way in right now. We have all 3 hunters making their way. Smoker getting the pull forward. And Bill, nice clear on that. Smoker instantly fragged by Clown. So they lost only a couple points off their health bonus. So they're going to start this, and we're going to see one last attack.
A deadly hunting rifle. You don't get a hunter on him first, and the quad cap's pretty much done because he's going to instantly clear anything that gets pounced or pulled.
Yeah, we were talking yesterday about how, I believe that was me talking with you, about how the HR may even need to be removed. We have the boom, we're getting the boom on 1. That is the honey rifle, so that is good. Unfortunately, there's going to be no horde that's actually going to be able to hit the honey rifle. We smoker spawned up and taking a bunch of pistol chip. We have 2 hunters making their way in, 1 skeet right there, 2 skeets, smoker going for a bullet, boomer's coming from behind. So 131 health bonus, it might tick down to a 130. I can't see anything lower than that though, Caper. Nice job by the Netherlands. 137.
That'd be all 4 having the hunting rifle removed if they were able to up the UBZ accuracy so it didn't have such a weird random spread.
I think they should just swap the Uzi with the assault rifle and lower the assault rifle down to the Uzi damage. Because the assault rifle has
assault rifle
awesome spread.
accuracy, just lower the damage that it does, it'd be fine.
Looks like we are ready here again, and we may see a sack for a quad. I'm not sure. We have... Was that a boomer? Yes, that was a boomer. So we definitely see the sack for the quad. Survivors are going to have to be very, very adamant about clearing these common. They cannot go outside unless they're going to clear every single common, because common when quads are coming in, Caper, is a bad idea.
The number one showstopper on the frag footage is if you're getting hit in the back by a common, you're not going to be landing skeets too easy.
Right. So we do have a quad. We're going to see a smoker pull from behind. Going to see 2 hunters come, and hunter's going to come from with the smoke. So this looks like a 360 quad to me. And we have a smoker spawn. As soon as he spawns up, this quad is going to go in. We have 3 hunters growling. Smoker is going to spawn. Smoker's going for a pull right here. We have 3 hunters pouncing around. 1 skeet, 2 hunters landing. Nice 3 cap right there. Bill with some very, very quick clears, though. 190 health bonus, and that was a nice shutdown by the Russian. They took so little damage off of that quad.
Getting that 1 skeet before anything landed really changed the tide of that, and no damage is going to go in if you have 1 unencumbered survivor able to clear everything.
So we now have a clown tank. Clown is a YouTube sensation, the European equivalent of Caper. You can check Caper's videos out on YouTube. The name is Wetzor with a 0. It's WETZ0R, correct, Caper?
Yeah, that's the account
Or you can search
name.
Caper. We have an attack coming in right now. We have 2 hunters making their way in. Boomer getting the boom on 1. And nice cap right there. Tank could have capitalized and landed a rock or 2. Instead, he's going for the log because the Netherlands really, really want this wipe. So he's playing with the log and having some issues getting it up the hill. And in fact, might lose it here. No, okay, it is back down in the spot where he can play with it. Clown is passing it to Blue Label. And Blue Label is going to hop on this log and hit it up as best he can, trying to line
Good
this hit up.
Taking his time, whiffing the punch. And there it is, up on top. Good spot.
That is a fantastic spot. Survivors are going to push downstairs. Smoker going for a pullback, and that is going to be a fantastic pull. Nice cover by that hunter.
That's gonna...
Boomer getting the boom, and this is... Oh, Tank, you should have covered that smoker pull. We have Jimi Hendrix outside all alone. Tank, go cap him, friend.
I think you should just leave them and make sure the survivors can't exit with that log right in play. And he is opting to do that, and on those 2 boom survivors, they are nicely separated. And as soon as the spawns come up, might be able to get a cap here.
Yeah, he landed on a nice rock, and then punched Zoe into the ceiling. Hunter coming, and we have 2 hunters in the smoker making their way and trying to land this cap. We have Lewis easily able to clear it all, though. And
Jimi Hendrix pulling a slick move, jumping in that window, just barely avoiding that tank punch on that log.
Tank is taken down, and Tank got a little too excited there, I think. But nice job by the Russians, and some nice infected play by the Netherlands. That pullback was so good.
Excellent separation, just no capitalization on the tank. He didn't know which way to go at some points.
Yep, I'm informed that I'm supposed to call Suprep Su-Prep, because apparently I've been doing it wrong. We have attack coming in right now, and another 3-cap happens right here. The Russians, for once, being the ones who get 3-cap, though. And this attack is doing a whole bunch of damage, down to a 110, and they have a bunch of boom survivors. Smokers finally cleared. Down below 100 health bonus now, Caper. So Netherlands definitely mounting their comeback.
Trying as hard as they can, but they still got a set of spills, and if that guy pops, they'll be able to hit this event and make it in with a pretty decent health bonus.
Yep, we're going to see one last attack. Reminder, the Netherlands was down by 310 points. They got 948, so we were looking at a... well, the attack coming in right now, the Boomer Boom 1. So we're going to see one more attack this time, no matter what. We have a nice 3-cap right there. Some excellent, perfect coordination right there. Hunter getting out, coming back in, pouncing Bill. And this is so much damage, Caper. This is definitely going to catch the Netherlands up, especially if they can get this one. Netherlands is down. They have to win 2 matches to be able to win this tournament. Russia just needs to win 1. Right now, the Netherlands is have chipped the survivors down to a 38 health bonus. So right now, Netherlands looking like they can actually pull into a lead after this map. We're going to see one last attack happening, and maybe even more if we see an in-cap. The Smoker going for a pull here right now. No hunting rifle there on that. Hunter is skeeted. Boomer getting the boom on 3 survivors, and wow, Stock is dead. We have Blue Label killing Stock. This Boomer is doing so much harassment right now. Hunter is bouncing around. Survivors at a 14-13. Continuing to take damage. Continuing. I'm going to check and see if anybody's black and white. Hunter coming in for a damage pounce. Whiffs the damage pounce, but does not get skeeted until on his way out. Caper. This is so fast-paced and so awesome.
What a turn of events with those 2 attacks. They were looking real healthy to get in with a crazy health bonus, but now it's just not looking good, and then we might actually see that second map.
Caper, I forgot to refill my water. I need to do that, so why don't you just sit here and talk for about 30 seconds?
As long as you let me do it directly after you, then I'm okay with that. Right now we're sitting at a team score of 1139 to 1465 going into the 4th map and the final map on this match, Netherlands versus Russia. If Netherlands are able to clutch this map as well, we'll be able to see them on a second map, which don't actually know what they've chosen yet or if they have yet, but we'll just have to find out. We're going to have to wait for Moosey to ready up because he went to go to get his water without readying up, and oh, I guess he is still there.
I'm here. I refilled my water. I am back. I came back to dead silence and I'm afraid for you, Caper.
I was talking the whole time.
So did you cover the scores and everything?
Yep. I was unaware what map they'll be playing after this if Netherlands able to win this out.
The Russians actually get to choose.
Of course, because they are the upper bracket victors so far.
So here we are on Blood Harvest 4. Right now, if we see a wipe of the Russians, we're going to go and see one more map. We have Hunter going for some scratches. Boomer getting the boom. Smoker with a great pull on Zoe. Hunter's both skeeted. I didn't actually see what happened with those Hunters, Caper.
One got dead stealth, one got skeeted, I believe. I'm going to rip over to my kitchen. I don't live in a 400 square foot apartment, so it might take me a little longer than it took you. But I'll let you take away all this tank fight.
Alright, well, we have Suck as a tank. We're not going to see an HR, so this is... I've never fought this tank without an HR before. At least on the hill where everybody's been playing it lately. I normally would run in the bar. But that does not seem to be the metagame lately. So this tank moving the log into a perfect position. He's not going to go for a kill with the log. But he's going for a rock throw right now, and he can just sit there and throw rocks all day. He's going to take very little chip. And we have Hunter bouncing around. Boomer is the only other spawn. Boomer getting the boom here. Oh, nice right click by Zoe on the Boomer. Boomer took one too many hops there. He could have landed an easy boom otherwise. Tank is at 98% health and can just throw rocks all day. We have a Smoker going for a pull, pulling Lewis from really far away. And Suprep is still the tank. It looks like he is 10% rage, and he's probably going to pass it here. So, what would you do if you were the survivors? Is this exactly how you would play a Caper without a hunting rifle? Caper? It appears we lost Caper again. Alright, so we're caperless for right now. It looks like he's going to go get water, according to Nightcrawla. So Suprep is just going to continue throwing these rocks at 5% rage. He's probably going to pass it here. Looks like he wants to bring the log up on the hill, which is something I'm not sure about, but he's pushing with this log. And Smoker going for a pull. The tank blocked the pull, though. Boomer getting shut down. Hunter skeeted tank. You got to get out of there, brother. Otherwise, you're going to continue to take so much damage. Tank down to 80% of his health. And, oh, nice rock on Zoe, getting back all of his rage. So now he can hide behind that log and throw rocks for a little while. Wait for his spawns to come back up. Survivors are going to push forward down low into the building, which is designed for tank fighting. So this tank is playing with the log for some reason. I'm not sure what his plan is, but he's probably going to get in the window, throw a couple rocks, and then commit as soon as he has all of his spawns up, which looks like the spawns are already up. I see a Hunter and a Smoker. I haven't found a Boomer yet. Nice rock by the tank, though. Smoker getting a great pull forward. Hunter with some nice cover. Tank is going to drop in, go for a forklift kill. Punching Jimi Hendrix. Oh man, Tank, this is not a good spot to punch Jimi Hendrix into, though. Tank going for the in-cap on Jimi Hendrix right here, but he's got a forklift to play with. And he's not going for the forklift, so he's just going for some damage. Coming in, booming on one survivor right there. Survivor's at a 104 health bonus, but there is an in-cap. Jimi Hendrix, the only in-cap off of that. 124 health bonus, 3 sets of pills, 1 survivor slow, and 1 survivor bleeding out. Separate survivors, of course. And they're going to make their way forward. We're going to see 2 more attacks, maybe, otherwise just 1. We have 2 Hunters, a Smoker, and a Boomer, so we're going to see 1 standard, and then maybe a last sec thing on the bridge. 1 Hunter taken out, Boomer taken out as well. Smoker going for a pull, easily cleared, and Hunter bouncing around, making some noise, but that's really all he can do. And he's going to get out and try and go for a damage pounce, I'm going to assume. Russians are at a 117 health bonus. And they are down by 330 points. Welcome back, Caper.
Sorry, I had to walk all the way to the other side of my Malibu beach house because I'm winning. Just checking. I saw that there was Dutch syrup waffles, and I had to grab a couple.
I see. Well, I'm glad that you left me alone, jerk. No, that's fine. Survivor's a 103 health bonus. It's down to 100. It might take down a couple more points. And we are going to need to see a very low health bonus. Let's see. I'm trying to do some basic math. We'll need to see like a 30-ish health bonus. If the Russians... 30 or less if the Russians want to win. I'm not sure if that's correct. A 35 or less will... No, a 25, maybe a 26 will lead to a win for the Russians. So...
With the way they're being planning there, in fact, I wouldn't put past the Russians to not get a wipe on this map.
Personally, I know I'm supposed to be unbiased as a caster, but I'm rooting for the Netherlands to win so that we can go to one more campaign.
So am I. Plus, I know 2 of the people on the Netherlands team, so I gotta take sides as well.
You know, when I was doing some Eurocasting back in the day and was not with a casting company, Suprep was a fantastic video man for me. So I got a little bit of love for him, too. We have the attack coming in right now. Boomer getting the boom on 1. Smoker and Hunter is going in. Hunter landed a 1 and down to a 194. Looks like 3 scratches worth of damage happened. And a big shot of friendly fire in the back, I believe.
Meat shot.
A meat shot with an 8 and then a close parentheses. Or that's not a parentheses. What's the thing called? Close bracket? No, the bracket.
It's like squiggly.
Sure. I'll post it in the chat for everybody to see. There you go.
Ah, yes. That's the carnage smiley face.
So we have
I don't know
this
who Carnage is. He's a time TF2 player, but I think he started doing that back in the Quake days.
So this tank is going for some rock throws. It is a stock tank. We have the attack coming in right now. Boomer getting the boom on one. Hunter trying to bounce in, getting dead stopped by Bill, though. That 2 melee fatigue thing doesn't even matter to Bill. He's just like, I'm still going to punch you in the face. Stock continuing to throw some rocks right here. But nothing of consequences happening, so Stock is going to pass this. We'll probably see a commit from Lekin once his spawns are back up. Caper, do you like to send a tank in first and do damage with the tank, or do you like to do damage, send the tank in first and then attack for this?
Personally, if you got the log, you want to get it in like a good spot and then call your spawns in when you think you can get a log hit with a little bit of support. So you just kind of like see what the survivors are doing and playing it, and set up the attack from there. Because you never know what they'll do.
Yeah, Smoker is doing some serious work. He went for a pull and now he ran away. He's so far away. We have the attack coming in right now. We have Boomer spawn well behind the tank. This is going to be a rough boom to get, but he gets it on Bill. Bill is pounced too. The tank is going to cover this probably. But remember, Russians, you need a wipe here. Boomer is right next to the tank. Oh, tank is stumbled! Tank stumbled, taking a whole bunch of damage. She's going to do some serious damage. Zoe getting punched one face.
Whipping punches left and right. Going for the log. Trying to get it up that hill. It's just not giving way, though. He just keeps slamming against those trees, and while the survivors just run in his back and give it to him in the starfish.
Okay. Interesting analogy. Tank at
Never heard of the
200
starfish?
health. I have not.
Probably good that you haven't. It's probably not allowed to be said on air.
Oh, well, that's very good that you haven't explained what it is then. Anyway, so we're going to see 3 hunters. This tank is probably going to pass it, and it'll become a boomer. Tank trying to run over some hunters with the log. I think there was a little bit of damage that happened right there. Tank is going to AI it, and AI Smoker is pushing his way in. Maybe we'll see a quad with the AI Smoker. That would be pretty awesome. I'm going to check out his point of view, see who he wants to get. AI Smoker really wants to get sup rep. AI Tank now, and we're going to see 3 hunters, a boomer, and a smoker make their way in here. Smoker is going to do something. With the attack looking like it's going to come in right here. 1 hunter making his way in well before the tank, and everything is dead now for 1 more hunter and the boomer. So boomer is going to try and die last here, and they're going to set up a quad. 164 health bonus for the Netherlands, so if we don't see a quad, we're going to another campaign, ladies and gentlemen.
Very exciting with their level of survivor play. I don't think we're going to see a quad cap land, so great to see another map.
We do have 2 hunters, a smoker, and that is going to be a boomer. So barring some miracle pullback and cover, we're definitely may see a death pull here.
Bar's a little bit too smart for getting caught up with that and looking out the window trying to pick that smoker.
We're just waiting, watching. There's really not much to say aside from, well, we need a fierce attack here.
The silence is a suspense.
Yes. And the smoker's dead, so we're definitely going to be to another campaign here, Caper, and I am excited. People, if you're watching and you know friends who aren't watching, get them in here! This is the grand finals of the L4D Nations Cup tournament. And we're going into the map 2. So, Russia is going to be knocked down to the losers bracket, which means that we're going to have both teams in the losers bracket, which means one last campaign to see who wins this tournament.
This is like Deja Vu VVV versus Exemius, us getting knocked down when we won out the upper bracket of New Egg 1.
What map did you play first? You played No Mercy first, right? And then Blood Harvest?
Correct.
Man.
Josh was feeling a little too overconfident in our win before when we beat him on Dead Air, and yeah, bad things happened.
I gotta say, though, the war room for Exemius on No Mercy 3 was the greatest war room in history.
It was No Mercy 2.
Excuse me, yes, I'm stupid. Looks like they're going to be taking a 5-minute
still
break.
recorded and shown on YouTube. People have it on their Half-Life D-Day and play it on there. It's like part of Left 4 Dead. How do you say?
I say we head there.
All right, then, let's do it.
I just say that more of, kind of like the jerk store thing, and it's just a part of like the community's like lingo.
Yeah. For those of you who do not know, the jerk store is when you go for a witch crown and you miss. Thank you, Tame the Kaiser, for correcting me, even though Caper already did.
But if you if you're to say it like jerk store, that's the war cry version of it when Kaja jumped down on jerk store and No Mercy 2.
And the term "keep it up" blank. You insert somebody's name there when they're playing a long tank. Keep it up, Kaja. You're doing great. That is also a fantastic thing. And man, just that war room was so
hilarious
good.
Quotes.
So, looks like the players are going to be taking a 5-minute break. So, Caper, we can just sit here and talk all things Left 4 Dead right now. So you play against ID on Team X4, correct?
Correct. It'll be on this map at some point this week.
Well, that's pretty exciting. Yeah, I don't really know what to say more about that, except for good luck to you, bad luck to ID, even though I can't wait for Sunday the 27th at 6 o'clock Eastern. We have a show match between the teams Latino Heat, featuring Kaja, Goose, Griffin, and Nocturnal, against Team ID, which has Kushed, Cool Jerk, Chris, also known as Yugi, and Killatoy, the Kill-A-Tank extraordinaire. On Sunday the 27th, 6 o'clock Eastern, the show match for $100 to the winning team. $100 for playing Left 4 Dead. Yeah, that's a good deal, right? Anyway, so that is happening. We're starting on this map. We're playing maps 1 through 4 on Death Toll. The loser will pick the next map. We'll play maps 1 through 4 for that campaign. And then we will hop onto Suicide Blitz for maps 1 through 5. If you don't know what Suicide Blitz is, it's the best custom campaign out there. At least, that's my opinion. My opinion should be all your guys' opinions. You should follow me mindlessly. You should all give me thousands and millions of dollars, but, in case that doesn't happen, I'll just have to bring you guys the show, man. But it's being brought to us by NewGamesNinja.com. If you guys support NewGamesNinja.com, we might see more of this. We might see some special things. I handpicked ID and Latino Heat as I believe that they are the best two teams in Left 4 Dead. No offense to any other team. I think those are the best two American teams currently. Caper, I haven't watched enough X4 to know if you guys are better.
Definitely have a solid lineup, just haven't been really seen or tested quite yet, but it'll be definitely a close game. Yes,
so I'm very, very excited for that. And, just the more you guys support the community, the more awesome things like these happen. I love to cast Left 4 Dead. If there's more stuff to cast, I'll cast this stuff. I don't care if it's ID against Latino Heat or if it's Timbuk2 against Timbuk3. If you guys are going to keep it interesting, if I'm going to have viewers, I'll bring you Left 4 Dead. I know Nightcrawla loves this game. I told him, hey, we're going to cast some Left 4 Dead, and he's like, oh, thank you. I miss Left 4 Dead. So, just support the community. It's really simple. You watch casts, tune in. There are going to be prizes given away to the viewers in our show match that we're doing with NewGamesNinja.com /L4D. So, just make sure everybody is watching this on Sunday the 27th at 6 o'clock Eastern. Caper, when is this happening again?
Sunday.
At what time?
Wasn't really paying attention, but Sunday.
Oh, come on. I've said it like 4,000 times. Sunday, March 27th, 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 Central, 4 Mountain, 3 Pacific. I don't know other than that.
I'm impressed.
Let's see. I think I can figure out the Korean time, too. That is going to be at 10 a.m. Korean, I believe.
What about Australia?
I don't know Australia. I'm going to assume like 8 a.m., 12, 1, 2, I don't know, somewhere in there.
It'll be on a different day, too.
Well, it'll be on a different day in Korea, too. It'll be Monday.
Monday.
So, Monday at 10 a.m., I believe, for Korean Standard Time. You know, after you guys are done watching your GSL, tune in,
Wake
check
up,
it
get
out.
your morning coffee, and watch some American Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. I'm sure we have tons of people who live in Korea who are just like, I love Moosey. I hope.
Your Left 4 Dead's huge over there, like StarCraft.
Oh my god, Mooses. I love StarCraft so much. I get the biggest banana grin on my face when my favorite players are playing. And I stay up until 4 in the morning to watch some casts. And I pay money for it.
Wow.
Nightcrawla's water coolant system is overheating again. That's why he blue screened the first time. So he's going to go and feed his computer some water. Yeah, that makes sense, right, guys?
Pour it right
Oh,
on top.
Why don't you just go to your car and get some coolant, Nightcrawla?
Some antifreeze in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't really recommend antifreeze. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an idiot and antifreeze and coolant are the same thing, but I don't think they are.
How long have you been doing this, Moosey?
Casting?
Yeah.
Let's see. About the time of Newegg Wan Fest for Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I've got a bunch of casts under my belt, and I love it. It's really fun, especially when the community gets involved. I've been asked by people, why I haven't moved on to a game that's more alive. Well,
Do
the
what
thing
you
is,
love.
I love Left 4 Dead. I love killing zombies. Zombies are my favorite thing. I can't wait until I'm a zombie so that I can kill other zombies and eat people.
Yeah, there's really no other game as entertaining as Left 4 Dead, in my opinion.
So Nightcrawla's computer dropped 10 degrees when he poured in some water for his water coolant. That shows, guys, that water coolant is fantastic so long as you keep it happy. And according to Tame, who is my buddy from a casting website I used to cast with, our very first cast was January 3rd, 2010. Wow, Tame, you are creepy.
Like, my third cast ever.
Yeah. Well, this is actually your... Have you cast with somebody aside from me?
Yes, I have. I
Okay.
cast with
Who?
Kush. That was
Okay.
the first time.
Cushed over at another website we're not going to speak of. But they do run a tournament, which we may do some more casting of. We'll find out. But an announcement is the SIVO signups end today, ladies and gentlemen. So get your teams in there. Seriously. We want more teams, so get them in there now.
Gotta give props to all casting companies that, keep on going with the Left 4 Dead scene. Anything helps.
Absolutely. There is no hatred of other casting companies in here. But since we are here with eRev TV, we're not going to announce the names of these other companies. Though if you guys want to go check out idleague.com, you would probably find it out. But we're more excited about SIVO, because Caper, you used to be a SIVO head admin, didn't you?
No.
You were an admin, weren't you?
No.
Something with SIVO?
Nope.
I swear, there was a bunch of hate for you on the old, it was an old just thing of Community Left 4 Dead forums. I thought there was a bunch of hate for you.
It comes with being leader of one of the, top tier teams.
Oh. Fair enough.
I was the PC manager on VVV Gaming, but other than that, I wasn't admin of anything.
Okay, that was...
I think a lot of the hate that comprised of VVV was a lot from Joshiwashi's shit-talking.
Yeah, Joshiwashi, not known to be the most mannered Left 4 Dead player out there. But everybody who's friends with him says he is awesome. Just you need to get to the part where you're friends with him for him to be awesome, apparently.
I remember a lot of people hated me because they would try out for VVV and get rejected. And then they would just talk smack about me. Say I got carried and stuff.
Bad. When I was on the Xbox, I tried out for a team, and the team leader just kept screaming at the people he was playing with. And eventually, like, he screamed at somebody for something that he screwed up for. So I yelled at him. And I'm like, I don't even care about your crappy team. And then found out that he wasn't actually the team leader. And the actual team leader said, I know that you played very well, and I know you stood up to him. Will you join our team? And I said no. Oh, I'm checking out the sprays in the safe room right now. We have Hunter Skill, which is a dog jumping. We have Survivor. It's got a picture of Francis that says, it's pro time. And it's got the mouse 2 button, and it says hold to win. Very, very true.
Screenshotting this.
And remember, since Francis does it, it has to be cool. I really wish there was a picture of Lord Coronel Fordet Sir on that Francis head, but that's just fine in my book. And we are just waiting for some more bodily functions to be taken care of, and we're going to go live here again on the second match of Death Toll today, the third one that you've cast with me, Caper, right?
Third today, yeah. Map 3 of Castathon. I do not have the voice for it.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little sore right now. So I recommend getting some juice after this, maybe some tea. For me, water just doesn't even do it once my throat starts to get hurting. So maybe that's why some awesome casters have coffee or something, because it soothes the throat.
Fresh out of coffee, I'd have to make a fresh pot.
I would too, but I haven't actually made a pot of coffee since about Christmas. So I'd probably want to clean out that's probably something I should check. I'm not sure if the grinds are still in there from Christmas. Whoops.
The way I drink my coffee, though, it can't even really be considered coffee. It's mostly cream.
I see. Nice and healthy for you.
Yep. Get away with it. I have insane metabolism.
See, I walk by a Whopper and I gain 5 pounds. But
just the smell.
Yeah, just the smell. But to be 100% honest, I might have eaten an entire box of Girl Scout cookies during this cast. Granted, it was only
Jealous.
15 cookies. They were the peanut butter ones.
What happened to the mints?
I ate those yesterday.
Every cast, a box.
Well, I see, the problem is, I wake up like 11 my time or something, and I'm never hungry until like 3 o'clock. And then the past couple days I've been doing casting, so I need some kind of food. Well, cookies are here. So I'm just gaining 5,000 pounds. But it's all for you people in this Left 4 Dead community. I love you guys.
The more weight you gain, the sexier your voice becomes. It gets more baritone.
Ooh, I like it.
Waiting on here.
Waiting on Clown to finish his bodily function.
It's been slamming energy drinks during that entire last map.
Energy drinks is one way to put it. Oh, I have people... This doesn't even make sense. People are in-game, but also watching the cast. Why are you guys specking and watching the cast? You're crazy. Oh, well, I love it.
No wonder the Russians are getting bad ping.
The Russians aren't... They're not stream peaking. It's the spectators. So, Caper, word on the street is that you just released a new movie. If I wanted to find it, how would I go about doing that?
Gonna get so many plugs in these casts. It's gonna be great. I better have like 500 views by the time I look back. But if you just go into YouTube and type in VVV space Caper or Caper L4D, it comes up in the search results pretty easily.
One quick question. How do I spell your name?
Caper.
Alright. And you do Left 4 Dead frag videos, correct?
I do a very good job on them, but I just do them for my own enjoyment to, later watch years to come.
It is really fun to go back and watch old videos. And for some reason, I just thought of the very first L4D Now video cast. I believe that was done from a video of your point of view, correct?
Alright, yes. Our VVV versus Pandemic, I think, was the original vodcast on YouTube.
I remember that so clearly. All I remember about it is at the bridge, you skated a rock, and I'm just like, what? It blew my mind. But here, Caper, we're live.
Oh my.
So here we are again in the grand finals of this L4D Nation Cup between Russia and the Netherlands. Netherlands has beaten Russia on the first map, so now Russia was knocked down to loser's bracket. So we're playing Death Toll. The winner of this will win this weekend cup, and then I can finally go eat something, and I can soothe my throat with something warm, and I don't know, maybe I'll go get a hamburger. That really doesn't do anything for soothing your throat, but Caper, you have to eat well before and after a cast.
Take that into consideration. They do say you're supposed to eat within 30 minutes of a workout.
Now, this is definitely not a physical workout, but you definitely start to feel the strain.
Feels like it.
Yeah, especially, I don't know about you, but when I'm playing this game, I get, or when I'm casting, I get very, very warm. And I get so focused into it sometimes that I actually start to sweat buckets. And it's gross, but, take a shower after cast, and you're just like, hey, I know I did a good job. At least that's what I feel like.
Smells like success.
I wear deodorant. Sorry, friend. Mother Russia is ready? Question mark. Oh, the Netherlands keeping it. It's
onward to the motherland.
It's midnight for them, I believe, roughly. I know they wanted to go to bed before even the last match. But here we have Russia with the same roster: Jimi Hendrix, GT500, Lekin, and Stock. And they are the survivors. Who are the infected, Caper?
The Netherlands. And this is the Russians' pick for the map?
Yes. What's the Netherlands roster, quick? Actually, we'll talk about it after the attack. With Smoker coming in, Boomer getting the boom on 2. Hunter's making the win for damage. Smoker's going to go for a repull right here. We have a little bit of damage happening right here, down to a 196. But Caper, give us a roster rundown for the Netherlands.
Netherlands side, we have Netherlands Wayo, Catalulling Inc., Suprep, and Blue Label. Guessing Wayo is a clown. He changed his name.
That's definitely a possibility. Clown is a very crazy man. I come online some days and I'm just like, who is this guy? Oh, it's Clown, of course. He changes his name more than Kraljevo does. So we're going to
escape. Some crazy editing skills. If you've ever seen any of his YouTube videos, they're quite nice.
We have an attack coming in right now. We have 3 hunters making their way in, and a 2-cap, 1 hunter bouncing around, couldn't find anything. Boomer whiffed his boom, and he's going to go ahead and die last here. And we're
last
going to see a
skidded by Jimi Hendrix. She's going to sit back and juggle this Boomer, juking around, and doesn't know if he wants to run forward or not.
Yep, so it looks like this tank is going to be later, so we're not going to see the significant run back.
Just received information that Catalulling is Quachi, and Wayo is Clown.
Alright.
I have heard the name Quachi as well. I don't know from where, but yeah.
Looks like we're going to have a standard attack happening here again. We have Smoker and 200 spawned up. Smoker getting a pull on Jimi Hendrix, barely getting cleared by his own lonesome. We have some Hunters landing simultaneously, and the Boomer has not gone in. But those
Looks like
200
he's going to save
did a fair
that
amount
for
of
the
damage.
tank. Tank has been spawned. Boomer's got an interesting spawn on those wheelbarrow things. Guess it's like a tire stack. It's hard to see because it's like stuck into the wall.
Is that actually a spawn? That'd be awesome. Oh my mooses.
Like you could just snipe Boom right over top of that.
Yeah, Europeans teaching us stuff every day. Boomer spawns up, goes for the boom, whiffs it. We have Smoker and Hunter landing some great separation right here. Tank has Jimi Hendrix cornered, and Tank is going to be able to get an in-cap and get out without really taking any damage. Instead, he decides not to go for the in-cap and takes even less damage. Tank at 3,600 health. And I'm not sure if I would have rather seen the in-cap or seen him get out there. How about you, Caper?
And the spawns were down, and he would have taken probably another, like, 1,000 HP off if he had pushed for that in-cap, so wise decision on his part to get out at that point and wait for the boom to really do some work with.
Jimi Hendrix popped his pills. We have Hunter, Smoker, Boomer making their way in, and nice cap in the back. Boomer and Hunter Smoker landing on the two people in the back. We have Boomer chasing them around. Tank is going in, throwing a rock. Nice rocket right there onto Jimmy. That was GT500, and there's an in-cap GT500. It's Tank with 1,200 HP. He's going for a rock, lands the rock, going for another in-cap right here. One more punch, and that'll be an in-cap. Actually, Stock saying at 1 HP. Tank going for a rock throw, and there's the in-cap. Jimi Hendrix, the only remaining survivor. Tank at 200 health. And Caper, this could be a wipe.
Seen the fruits of his getting out earlier, definitely paying off. He was able to get 3 in-caps and the wipe with that.
Wow. Fantastic.
It's just narrowly getting out with that 200 HP tank.
That was very, very well played by the Netherlands. Congratulations to them on their... That was some beautifully played Infected. I hope to see your Russia be able to... We're in an open area again, though, so we can see plenty of 3-caps again. If they feel up to it.
I don't know if that'll happen too much more. The Netherlands looks very confident now after that first map win and being able to play on this map again that they've just played the match prior.
Unless anyone has a better plan, I say we head there.
Sounds good to me.
We have the survivors who are ready, waiting on the infected, and here we go. Looks like we're going to see a very early Boomer spawn. Very early! Never mind, Boomer gets out of there. So we're going to see another standard attack. Hunters both coming for DPs. We really haven't seen anything for DPs this entire campaign, though. Or, excuse me, this entire day. So, Caper, this is your attack, friend.
You would like me to give the rundown?
Of course.
So far, survivors just clearing common, slowly pushing their way up. I don't know exactly what the infected are waiting for, because the longer they wait, the closer they are to that ladder. Everyone's going in, 100 getting a land, and Smoker's pounced on that pull. Boomer getting a 2-bag, and they're going to have a nice free run to this ladder now with now out too much chip. Their dig... Is that bunny hop damage, or did he really take that much from that attack?
He took a full 25 to the face. Cutling getting demolished by Lekin. 188 health points, but they are able to run forward. And we'll see another attack happen here shortly. Is that 300s that I see? That is 300s.
Yep,
We're going to see a squad coming in right now. Squad making its way in. 100 landing, 100 skeeted, Smoker going for a pull, unable to get it. Very little damage actually happening off that attack. Bill is at half health, though. So it looks like all that really happened out of the attack was looks like about 13 damage from Lekin doing that to Bill. He just hates Bill, I guess.
We're not quite seeing quite the coordination we did on last map on this Russian side. A lot of pounced on pulled targets happening so far.
Fortunately for them, though, they were able to get Bill down to half health. Bill is not very far from going slow. We're going to see this attack coming in again. We have 200s making their way in. Smoker's a little too far away. Boomer dropping in. Only gets the boom on 2 when all 4 survivors were there. There's the barf bag. And Smoker going for some claws, and there was some serious damage with that Smoker right click of doom. Looks like the tank is up, and the tank is being controlled by GT500. We have seen that GT500 does know how to play a tank. He did some pretty serious damage to the Netherlands last time he was a tank. And we're going to see 200s and a boomer, which I believe is the perfect setup for this. So tank is pushing in right now. GT500 is tank pushing in. We have 200s making their way in. 1 dead stop, 1 skeeted, and tank is completely demolished. He needs to get out. Wow, nice job by the Netherlands. Dropping the tank down below half health.
Without even a
2,500
punch.
health. No hitter so far, Caper. So tank is now
500's gonna pass it over.
The control has now been switched to Jimi Hendrix. 2,500. We have seen that Russia really knows how to deal with these low HP tanks, though. And we're going to see a standard attack happening with the tank. So we have the attack coming in right now. Smoker's going to go for a pullback. Boomer getting shot out of the air. Tank goes for a rock, lands the rock, and he whiffs the punch right there, and Tank is dead. That was a... Well, I feel like I can probably say this. He was a one-punch chump. Yeah. Anyway, survivors making their way forward. 165 health bonus Caper. And they have one last attack. But this is some immaculate survivor play by the Netherlands so far.
They're looking real strong on this map now, and Russians are going to definitely have to turn it around and get their morale back, or might be not seeing a clean sweep on their part.
We have a nice 2-cap happening there. Survivors down to a 135. Smoker's saving and going to go for a pull down. I'd expect about a 130 if the Smoker actually gets this pull. And I have Bot. Shout out from me to Bot. Stop listening to the stream and being in the game. It's weird.
That is weird.
So we have 940 to 69. Netherlands really, really coming out ahead. Coming out screaming, even.
Definitely making a statement on this first map in comparison to the BH map that we just recently saw.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And, well, Bot, I can't actually say that because it's too mean. But there's apparently a message to the Americans. If you guys can remember what I told you a little bit ago, you see that that's actually not true. According to Bot. You'll have to think about it. Or maybe message me after the cast and I'll clue you in. Or just talk to Bot. But I'm not going to say something that mean on stream. So, here we are, Caper. We're ready for map 2 of Death Toll. I forgot the name while I was saying it. I was about to say Dead Air. L4D Nation Cup, we have Netherlands against Russia. Netherlands is ahead by a full map right now. And if they can keep their survivor play up, this is going to be awesome. We have Boomer getting the boom on 2. All 4 survivors making it back inside the safe room. We have the Boomer going, Hunter going for some scratches. 0 damage happening so far. Smoker finally getting a claw. But that is really not much damage. I wonder why everybody baits. They must really want to win. Oh, that is exactly why. Tank is up and is being controlled. We have another GT500 tank, ladies and gentlemen. We saw how the last one did. Let's see how this one can do.
It's definitely going to be looking for some reconciliation on this tank.
Looks like all the infected spawns are up. It's going to be 2 hunters and a boomer. So tank is pushing in. if you listen to Lord Corno 4, he would tell you to run sideways. We have Hunters coming in, one skeet right there. Hunter landing, Boomer's taken out, and GT500 landing a couple punches, getting some retribution, but he is taking so much damage. Spread the love, GT. You can do it, my friend. Whiffs a punch right there, whiffs another punch. GT500 not in some very good position right now. Not in a very good position, even. And he is completely trapped, down to 1,000 health. His spawns are about to come up, but he's going to die before then. GT500 getting a 1 in cap out of that. Caper, what do you think of that tank?
Well, Boomer got popped, so GT500 did fairly good getting that in cap, but he probably should have ran down the tunnel where he got that in cap in and just covered that. Would have taken too much chip getting out, but who knows.
So right now we have the Netherlands as the survivors making their way forward. 1 in cap happened, 4 sets remaining. They're going to probably pop a couple sets on Francis here within the next minute or so. They want Francis to take every ounce of damage if possible this map, and we're going to see a standard attack happening here, Caper. So...
Got the Boomer set up in the poo water. Get a nice common infected tack if they can get this off. Tons of chip goes in if you get Boom down there.
Nice 100 pounces. Smoker getting a great pull on Francis. Francis is going black and white. And Hunter is still bouncing around. There's a bunch of common trickling in, hitting these Boom survivors. And Hunter is running out. Looks like he's probably going to go for a DP right here. Hunter coming for the DP and lands a 17. We have seen 2 damage pounces so far this campaign. And this is getting much more exciting. There was so much damage that happened right there, Cape.
Definitely making short work of that, but wow. That did more damage than the tank.
That definitely did do more damage. And we have an F-pot. So take this time. Never mind. I will not take this time because we are immediately unpaused. So we're going to see another attack happening here on the button. It's looking like it's going to be a standard attack, and it absolutely is. There's going to be 2 Hunters coming from separate sides. The Boomer from the very standard rocket boom spot, and Smoker is probably going to go for a pull forward. We have Hunters growling, making some noise, making their way in. Smoker's going to go for a pull from the pipe. Smoker goes for a pull, pulls the pounce person, and Boomer gets a barf bag. Smoker could go in for some claws, but he doesn't want to. That's right, I said claws.
Boomer died last, so they're going to save for the quad on the button.
That's right, they can't actually do it inside the closet, so a quad is good. And
Smoker,
he gets
nice
a great
pullback.
pull on Bill. Unfortunately, he has no spawns to help him, so I'm not sure if that was actually worth it. We're going to see a potential 3 cap happening here. It's going to be 2 Hunters, Boomer. Boomer spawns in the closet, comes out, Boom's 1 survivor. We have 2 Hunters making their way in right now. And a dead stop, another dead stop, and the Hunters are shut down, Cape.
I really think they should incorporate that rule where you can't go into closets and stuff too during events. You have to stay out in the open. Watching people get clawed is really boring.
It really is. So AF1, CEVO admin, if you're watching and you think that's a good idea, with the CEVO tournament closing today, you should initiate that. So we have Hunters coming from all over the place. Nice ski right there. Wayu taking a whole bunch of damage, and Smoker's going to go for a pull. On Bill, it looks like here. This is actually a sweet pull spot. Unfortunately, pulled a little bit too late.
Yes, caught that railing. Would have been probably a damage pull if he had actually gotten off.
Yeah, I'm actually going to have to use that. That would have been a sweet pull.
Picking up cute little strats for my match versus ID.
Do I hear a witch? Yeah,
Yep,
I do.
She is outside. A great spot, and even if they could bypass, they're gonna have to play her.
Yep. A reminder, you are not allowed to bypass witches in this tournament.
Got the Smoker ready to pull towards her behind that car. Couple Hunters set up for DPs and intercepts, and Boomer Just sitting right by that ventilation.
Boomer goes for the boom right now. Looks like we're going to see some deep attempts. A 12 damage pounds happening right there.
Second two spawns are going to save theirs for trying to get that in cap.
There is no honey rifle with the survivors, so the smoker's actually going to be able to do something.
Like they might pull it out of that corner, or just go for a straight crown, draw crown.
Nice draw crown right there. That's pretty textbook. We have Smoker and Hunter pulling in different directions. So a little bit more damage happening. Survivor's down to a 98 health bonus. Boomer goes and dies, and wow, he just common jumps so high. Hunter coming for damage pounds, whiffs it though, and then gets punched in the face. 94 health bonus for the Netherlands. They're probably going to go for an in-cap on Wayu, maybe not. Maybe that's banned, I don't know. Anyway, 92 health bonus. So
pretty decent. They still had 2 sets of pills, and after the tank like that, you know, they're going to be hurting. It's a long, long map to be playing after an early tank like that.
It absolutely is. So do you think we're going to see them hold for the tank, or are they going to attack and then send spawns in with the tank eventually?
If they're intelligent, they will. They might go in for some chip, depends on how far away that tank is, but I suspect they will wait for the tank spawn and just get 100 to scratch so that he for sure gets it.
It's going to be a clown tank, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
He's silly, he's goofy, he's clown. So, Clown, also known as Wayu, going to make his way in with this tank. He's going to have a standard setup to help him out. A wipe here would pretty much mean that they're going to win. Tank pushing in, takes 1,000 damage already. And he's chasing survivors all over the place. He cannot find Francis. Spawn's coming in right now. Smoker getting a pull. Boomer booming 2. Hunter was skeeted, I believe. And Tank lands a punch. Whiffs a punch on Lewis. Going for another punch. Punches Lewis right there. And he's going to go for an in-cap here. But he's probably going to die before he can even get this in-cap. Tank is about to go down. And that was not a good tank caper.
Yeah. Tank should have pushed in on that guy in the 2 because he just handled all the common and there was nothing holding those survivors up from just shutting him down.
So the Russians, definitely a chance to come back here. 170 for their health bonus. Unless we see some sweet attacks. We have the Boomer booming, 1 survivor boomed. All 4 survivors have dropped, and 1 is split. Getting pound. Smoker's going to spawn forward and go for a pull, looks like. Boomer's going to go ahead and die. And they may actually hold now for Boomer, with Boomer dying last, for a pipe attack during the crescendo. And that was actually
GT5 under getting a little bit of reconciliation, not taking any damage on that tank, still sitting at his 100 HP.
Except for now that he got friendly fire twice in the back.
Hunter going in for a separation on that guy, still down, not up in there. Both Hunters going after him, but one getting skeeted.
Alright, so we now have survivors very split. Guys, drop down and help your teammates. What is going on? So Hunter dead stopped and skeeted on his way out. Smoker went for a pull, and survivors just need to sit here and clear this horde. Looks like they're definitely going to be able to do that, and they're going to push forward. They have probably 2-3 attacks left to deal with, and a witch. Boomer spawned up, went for the boom, get it in the easy barf bag. Try to go for some scratches, and this Hunter coming, nice scratches. I believe that was a 4-fer.
At least a triple. Another Hunter going in for a single, getting 1 off. Smoker's saving his spawn, probably going for that inconvenience pull. Same spot in the 2. I guess this is a standard European tactic, going for that tube pull.
Quickly cleared.
Hunter going in, getting dead stopped. Smoker pulling, but getting no damage. Looks like the survivors could probably just get an easy run towards this witch, and they're gonna have to save.
Yep, there's gonna be 1 attack left on this map. This witch is all that they have to deal with anymore, as opposed to the, or not as opposed to, witch is in the exact same spot, which is very, very nice. But here we have
can't get an in-cap on this witch, and we're gonna see a big chunk of that deficit being taken out. And will they take the lead? No.
No, they're Russia is down a map. If they... Correct? Yeah, Russia is down a map. So if they wipe here to this witch, there's going to be a standard attack happening here. And I think I did hear a honey rifle, so they could go for a whole bunch of damage on the witch before she comes in and get an easy draw crown on her. We have 300 spawned up top, so there is no smoker to assist this witch. Looks like Jimi Hendrix is wanting to go for the draw crown. We have Francis eyeing up the witch. I'm going to check his first person here.
It'd be devastating if the hunters get a nice stumble in there as the witch goes in.
Staring at her head, and there the witch is startled. We're going to see this attack coming right now. We have the boomer coming in, booming too, and oh, nice incap by the witch. The two boom survivors are the only two up. There was a little bit of hunter damage, and witch is finally taken out. Bunch of damage taken by Lekin, though.
40 health bonus dropped.
They're up to, or their health bonus is a 121 now.
Only 20 then.
Survivors making it very, very easily into the safe room. We're going to see a hunter come for a wall pound. Smoker go for a pullback, easily cleared by the honey rifle. Hunter is dead stopped by Bill's back, and they make it in. So Russia making up some of the deficit. 872 to 768 on this map. So that means Russia is down by 600 points? I don't remember. Maybe I'm crazy.
But to see.
Russia is down by 800 points. Well, 750. Wow. Here we are on to map 3.
A long way to go to get that comeback, but we'll have to see on this map. This is one long map, and if you can make it, it's pretty easy to wipe the other team depending on where that tank spawn is.
That is 100% true. And by the way, if you want to try and get that spray, you're going to want to bug stock. So keep that in mind, Caper.
Ray, I need something new. Lost the Caper's just not doing it for me anymore.
So here we are. We have done a 4-start, and we're just going to wait for both teams to say that they are ready. It's going to be a standard attack. Looks like the Boomer is going to go... We're going to see the exact same thing that the Netherlands tried to do last time, with 2 hunters going for the wall bounces, the invisible wall pump. We have Boomer spawning way too early, friend.
Russians are gonna just pick that hunter right off the wall. They're no strangers to that. They've probably seen in Zan's movie.
Boomer gets the boom on one. Smoker goes for a pull out. Boomer drops in, and he is meleeed. We have hunters in the wall, or on the invisible wall, not able to really do anything. So they're going to get up, it looks like, and wait for a dirty. Reminder, this is the L4D Nations Cup. We have spawn timers set at a static 18 seconds, so you'll see attacks a little more frequent than you will on the American servers. And this actually looks like it's going to be a quad. So we're going to see this attack coming right about now. We have 2 hunters growling, 3 hunters growling, making their way in. Smoker's going to go for a pull. Great pull on Jimi Hendrix. 1 hunter skeeted, though. 1 hunter dead stopped, and Francis finally pounced. Bunch of damage happening to Jimi Hendrix. Wow, I can talk. I'm a good caster. I can enunciate what I'm trying to say. And Francis misses the jump onto the train. You silly goose. And whiffs it again.
I'm really liking the 18-second spawn timers. Even if the attack gets fully shut down, there's not really a way that the survivor can rush all the way to a safe point.
Correct. Tank is now up, and they are very hoarded here. We're going to see 2 hunters make their way in. Boomer going, spawning for the boom, getting the boom on 2 survivors. Jimi Hendrix is very split. Get a pounce on him right there, and this tank is going to be able to come in and do some serious work. Hunter coming, pouncing, going for Jimi Hendrix again. Jimi Hendrix pounced, and Tank lands a rock on him. So that is not good. Tank is going to be able to intercept some survivors with the forklift if he so chooses, though. A bunch of horde making its way in, very slowly, unfortunately. Tank going for some rock throws, unable to land any rock throws.
And go get his forklift into play while he's still got rage.
I like to call it a toy. Nice forklift hit. That is very playable. Unfortunately, I think the smokes are going to spin it more towards the train than the survivors. Never mind, I'm completely wrong. So Tank has moved the forklift into a very, very good spot. He can move either which way with it. And forklift is now standing on its end, so... we have a Hunter, a Smoker, and a Boomer. Boomer coming in, going for the boom, whiffs the boom, just barely. If you're trying to go for that boom, you have to boom their head, and clipped narrowly avoided by Jimi Hendrix. Sue Prep is the tank. And Caper, what do you have to say about this tank? Caper, you accidentally muted your mumble, apparently. So I'm just going to continue talking. You chime in whenever is necessary. Alright,
I was saying that I do like that this tank can play this way and just be a lot more passive and not have to just fully commit with those hittables when there's no honey rifle sitting on top of that train just chipping away at him.
Well, Caper, we're some pretty big name casters in the Left 4 Dead community, so let's make this happen.
What do you mean? I'm not a caster.
You are now. You've spent
Negative.
more time casting this game with me than anybody else in the past, month and a half. So we are at a pause here. And about this hunting rifle thing, where will we see that in action, Caper? There's something coming up, I can't remember.
What do you mean? What?
Oh, just play Caper, you're so boring. Anyway, on Sunday the 27th at 6 o'clock Eastern, we will have a show match between Latino Heat and ID, where they can't pick up a honey rifle until after the tank is dead either. So those of you who are big fans of Quarantine's Chris and his honey rifle, you're not going to catch as much. But if you're fans of long tanks, you're really going to enjoy it. So that's Sunday at 6 o'clock Eastern. We have Tank continue to throw rocks. It has passed, and Tank, every single rock has been skeeted so far. The Russians, they have a big ping difference, but they're able to skeet a bunch of things. We have the Boomer booming on one, Hunter making his way in, Smoker going for a pull, whiffing the ball. Excuse me. Wow, that was a interesting noise I just made. Anyway, Tank continuing to throw rocks. He is at 100% rage. Looks like he did land a rock. I think he was below. He must have rocked something that was already pulled or something. Or I'm just crazy, which is also very, very likely. So survivors are pushing back now. And the tank has a forklift somewhere, doesn't he? Or did it disappear, Caper?
Trying to find it.
I'm not finding a forklift or a dumpster.
Yeah, I guess they both vanished on him.
Boom, we're getting the boom on one survivor right here. Tank is punching railing. Hunter, nice pounce right there on Jimi Hendrix. Rock, perfect cover! Tank is going to be able to come do some real damage right here. Get the end cap on Jimi Hendrix and get out. Beautiful. Only loses 700 HP for that end cap.
Very nicely played. His dumpster is all the way over by the stairs, but his forklift is just gone. Probably hit it out of place somewhere.
I see. That's, I'm gonna keep zooming around for this forklift. Forklift is behind a tree in the corner. Is it in the very... Oh, it is! Alright. So it is in the corner of the map, right by the survivors. Zoe is about to walk onto it. And was that a rock? No, that was not a rock. Alright, nice pull right there. Hunter getting dead stop. Tank goes for a rock. Misses the rock, and got a boomer for support right now. 3,800 health.
Still got tons of health. It'll be interesting if they can push him towards that forklift and the high survivors will be unaware that it's even there.
It's a difficult thing to see. Looks like Francis
I think he just found it.
And Tank could land an easy rock right here if he went for... That's Bill. Looks like we're going to see another spawn. A set of spawns coming in right now. We have Hunter spawned up, Smoker spawned up. Smoker's going for a pull. Easily cleared. Tank lands a rock on Jimi Hendrix, though, so keeping his rage and bleeding this guy out something fierce. Nice job by the Tank. Still at half health. Continue to go for
Boomer frantically trying to find a new spawn, but not having too much luck. Survivors know there's no hittable over there, so they're going to push over to the safe room. Two getting boom, one getting pulled. Tank's just continuing to rock from that sniper tower.
Yep, survivors are very split up. Hunter landing a 17 damage pounds right there. Smoker's about to go for another pull here. And Tank continuing to land rocks. This is very, very nice infected play right now. The Russians are just struggling super, super hard. Smoker going for a pull. Tank's going to go for another rock here. Smoker, you shouldn't have pulled before the tank had a rock, you crazy, silly goose. We have Boomer coming in, going for a boom, but not managing to land it. And Tank is now rotating. He's going to get in a position where he can actually see the survivors and they can't see him, he hoped. But Hendrix is up top and sees him. So Tank is going to throw some rocks. Nice pounce on Zoe. Tank with a awesome intercept rock. If you guys didn't catch that, he went for a rock. Survivors knew about it, so they backed up, so they didn't eat it. But that added extra time on that 100 pound. So great heads up play by both teams right there. Hunter bouncing around, getting skeeted very easily. Tank continue to throw rocks, still at 42% of his health. And he doesn't have to commit anytime soon, but he's in a bad position right now. He's going to take a bunch of chip hiding.
Survivors getting really dangerously close to that forklift, or the dumpster that is still sat back there. Doesn't matter where the survivors go, there's danger to be had, because he just keeps LOS when they're by the safe room. If they're by the tree, he's got the forklift. If they push forward, he's got a dumpster. So there's not too many options.
Unfortunately for the tank, he's down to 15% raid. So he needs to land a rock or something here. We have a bunch of distractions happening, but every survivor split the opposite way of where that rock was going. Tank continuing to throw rocks, but he's at 15% rage and all alone. He's got a boomer for support. Does not want to let
this go AI, but he's just doesn't have too many options other than to just stay very close and take all this chip.
And Tank gets stumbled by that boomer. Oh, Tank isn't actually going to die. He apparently stayed in the tree enough where not all the survivors could see him. Continuing to throw rocks, he's at 15% rage still. Nice job keeping his rage. Down to 300 health though. And now he's going to send it AI from here at 63 health. Never mind, he is dead. Hunter goes in for a pounce and gets dead stopped, so we're going to see a Smoker go for a pull down. Tank did some good damage. All the survivors' pills are gone except for one set, and Jimi Hendrix is continuing to bleed out. Zoe is slow too.
It's definitely still in a wipeable state. They still have the entire map to run through, including the event, but good job on their part, juking back and forth and finally able to shut down without a wipe.
Boomer went for a boom, whiffed, got shot for a little bit of damage. None of his 50, or he didn't lose all 50 health, and now he's going to get a despawn in about 2 seconds here. I love watching the Boomer. He's such a beautiful man. He is a very, his voice is very baritone as well. So we have a Smoker. That's going to be an interesting pull spot. Looks like he wants to pull the first one across. We're going to see a Boomer spawn up for a boom here very, very shortly. Zoe's blocking all the Boomer spawns, so Boomer getting the boom on 1, 2 survivors, 2 Hunters landing simultaneously. Smoker going for a pull, pulling Jimi Hendrix down, and Boomer's up there clawing them away. He's going bananas with those right click. And Boomer still nice cover, and the Smoker did so much damage to Jimi Hendrix. GT500 is down to about 10 HP. Lekin and Stalker just below half health now, and Jimi Hendrix is ticking down from half health. This is really bad for the survivors, Caper.
Huge work done with that Boomer that they ended up saving. It's good play on their part. So I'm guessing if you had to be a special infected, you'd be a Boomer, Moosey?
Oh my god, I would. The Boomer is my favorite SI to play. And we're going to see a standard attack happen right here. I love these 18-second spawn timers. Boomer spawns up, goes for the boom. Boom's 1, 2 survivors. Hunter lands. Smoker gets a great pull on Jimi Hendrix again. They just love pulling him. And Zoe is completely trapped by all the Boomer horde, even though she wasn't boomed. Boomer getting a stumble and doing a whole bunch of damage. Jimi Hendrix is down. He lost like 40, 45 health from that pull. And wow, this is so bad. Is Jimi Hendrix... yes, so he's black and white now.
We had Bill doing some pro Mario stomps over by the bus there. He was just riding those common until they were all dead. He wasn't even having to shoot any of them.
Clown changes his name. Apparently he doesn't feel embarrassed to be on the Team Netherlands anymore. So we have 3 Hunters coming in right now. Boomer coming in as well. Boomer's going to get shot, I think. We have 2 Hunters landing. Boomer gets the boom on 2 survivors. And a whole bunch of damage happens again. Jimi Hendrix is down to about 10 health. Lekin is down. And that's 2 survivors down. Jimi Hendrix is continuing to lose health. And this is really, 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 really bad. I feel a wipe happening right here, Cape. Well, not right here, but on this map.
Not sure if they'll even make it to the event button at this point.
With how hard the Netherlands are hitting, yeah, I definitely agree. Look, their spawns are already up. We're gonna see
18
another
second
standard
timers. They are going to be able to get in the house just about, but they're getting a nice pull out. That guy's cleared quickly. Oh, one dies. Hunter slash ninja.
So with Boomer waddling in, going for some claws, lands a proxy boom on 2 people, and this is definitely going to be a wipe cave. So Russia
boomers on their part.
Russia is falling again. If the Netherlands make this map with even a mediocre health bonus, they win.
Russia crumbling under the pressure.
Not in Mother Russia.
He's
Alright,
so
so we have
strong.
You know, Russia was always very, very good in Red Alert. We have 2 Hunters and a Smoker coming in right now. 100 dead stop. Smoker cleared. Bill went down, though, and Smoker's going to be able to get a pull. Boomer gets the boom on 1-2 survivor. And Francis, the only non-boom survivor, is still up. But he's got a whole bunch of commons to clear.
With his HP, he's just going to make a run for it and try and hit that button for the points, but that is a wipe.
Run, France, run! France is making his way through this graveyard. He doesn't care whose graves he's stepping on. We're going to see 100 come in, and 100 pounces him. How melodramatic. That was a poor ending for how exciting this game has been so far. Anyway, so here we have the Netherlands. They're going to be survivor side. They have a rough tank fight ahead of them. But if they win this map, then they're going to win the campaign. And that means that they win the tournament. If they wipe, though, then Russia still has a chance. So again, I am Justin Moosey Meyer, and with me I have Cape of YouTube fame. Check out his YouTube at VVVCaper, or Caper L4D. We're here with EREV TV, and we are casting the L4D Nation Cup, brought to you by Thug and his European awesomeness. A member of the Netherlands team, I believe. Maybe, no, it's Thug. No, Thug's German, I think. I don't actually care. Nobody messaged me about that.
He actually has YouTube videos as well.
Thug does. As does Clown and Blable.
He actually had the longest ones I had even seen, but I had to one-up everyone and make a 20-minute video.
Apparently I'm echoing on cast.
You watching the cast so you can hear yourself.
No, never mind. Vindexus is... I think he opened 2 windows of the cast. Vindexus, guys, he is the owner of NewGamesNinja.com. You know what NewGamesNinja.com is doing? $100 show match on Sunday, the 27th, at 6 o'clock Eastern. ID against Latino Heat. Best of 3. Death Toll, Loser's Pick, and then Suicide Blitz. Tune in. Be excited. Wow, that is an awesome Hunter spawn. Do you see that, Camper?
In the little tree?
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to wall kick off that and get a nice pounce on Bill there.
You have a little bit of damage happening.
That's a very cute little pounce there. Usually you see a boomer try and spawn there. Well, not as of late because he usually gets set down, but nice ninja hunter spawn. Getting a nice stagger for the rest of the infected to get good chip on.
I wonder if you can spawn a boomer there. I think he might have pre-spawned it. That's something I gotta look into, though. No, I mean, he spawned it up top in the tree. Like, you know, people are gonna run out and they're gonna shoot at the bottom part where the boomer would be. But if the boomer is higher than that, that's a nice little cheesy boom spot.
Won't see that in an American book because we can just run straight out of the safe room, so they don't have time to set up attacks that quickly.
Not in this ID league, or not in this ID versus Latino Heat show match. And I'm really hoping that that's going to become something.
Are we doing full Euro rules?
We are pretty much doing Euro stuff. As, you know, I think anything that makes it harder for the survivors is good. And rushing out of the safe room is... GT500 announcing that they have a 3-1. Thank you, GT500.
Doing that in the previous map as well. It's actually on Blood Harvest 3, so every third map he announces when there's a 3-1.
Alright, so we have the attack coming in right now, and all 4 survivors are in the building. That's nothing that you can do. And, well, I don't know what CPL pistol is supposed to be. But we have a hunter getting chased by Bill. Or is that Francis? It doesn't even matter.
Cyber Athlete Professional League is the only CPL I know of. Cal is gone.
Cal is gone. That's so unfortunate.
That was
But
great.
We have the quad cap coming in right now. Quad is making its way in. 100 skeeted, 200 skeeted, 300s, 1 dead stop, 2 skeeted, and Smoker running away. Tank is up. Tank is going to be in the hands of GT500, the man of tanks.
Still believe that the death of Cal was the death of Left 4 Dead 1, the whole reason why the situation is the way it is now.
That's definitely something highly, highly possible. Cal is just was something that really kept the game, all games alive. We have Smoker with a great pull. Tank moves in with a forklift, and we have 100 pouncing in. Tank can catch somebody with a forklift here. Oh no, he missed the punch on the forklift. That could have been an easy in cap right there. GT500 just proving that he is not as good of a tank as I thought he was. Just kidding, of course, GT500. And Tank is now moving this forklift in. He's probably going to hit it up and over, move the dumpster in the other way, and commit. That would be what I would do here. That rock wasn't going to hit anything. We have
Quality
GT500.
professional stats coming to you from Moosey.
Yeah. I like to play things very aggressively. I get so bored playing this game. I love the game so much. Survivor's rotating around. Tank is about to lose all of his rage and pass it. He's at 15% frustration, and I just feel my train of thought continuing to slip as I get more and more tired from this cast. I need more practice doing these all-dayers. So we have a nice rock right there. Francis eating it in the face, but it's now a Jimi Hendrix tank. So Tank went for another rock, barely missed it.
There's a little bit of server favoritism on GT500 and then passing to Jimi Hendrix. I think it's happened more than a few times.
Absolutely, I can agree with that. With Tank continuing to throw rocks, I'm not sure what that rock was trying to do. Jimi Hendrix, 40% rage. He's going to have to commit here pretty soon. He's able to keep line of sight right here while they're all jumping around, but he's just going to continue to get chipped, and they're going to skeet these rocks really easily. So we're going to see a standard setup right here. Smoker, Hunter, Boomer going in with this tank. Boomer has a couple chances to spawn. We have Hunter coming in. Looked like he tried for a B-hop and he got shut down. Tank was able to get rage, and he got back out, though. Very little chip happening off that, but these rocks are going to continue to get skeeted, and this is not looking good for Russia.
I was surrounding the tank and just laying into one of those shotguns. Boomer's getting a spawn behind that band there, getting one boomed. Smoker's still creeping around in the trees, waiting for his time to pull. Gets a pull on Zoe, but easily cleared, and Tank tried to get a rock off the distraction to no avail. It's easily skeeted as well.
He did manage to get a rock during that boom, though. He boomed Francis, or he rocked Francis, also known as Clown. So he was able to keep the raid, but he's losing health. He's below half health, and he has 4 survivors on him right now. This is not good for a tank. He's got one more chance. Goes for a punch. Nice punch on Clown, though. He's going to continue chasing Clown, it looks
with
like.
no cover, no trees. Does get a punch on Francis there, but that's it for the tank.
Doing a ton of damage. I almost said a bad word. Ton of damage happening right there, but Netherlands at 118 health bonus. They have 4 sets of pills and nobody bleeding out. So this is really their map to lose.
Unless they get a nice attack on here, I'm calling they're going to make it to the safe room without too much resistance. Do get their attack up in time. Smoker's going to go for a pullback right now. He doesn't get it though. Francis intelligently drops off and just hangs there for a second. Hunter's just sitting in the trees as Smoker gets over into position again for another attack once his tongue's back up. Boomer's going to set up his B-hop. Sort of pouncing around, biding their time until he can get that boom spawn. He goes in, gets one boom, pull into the trees. Not too much damage. They're going to be easily clearing loose and be able to run forward, but Francis does go in cap.
And Lewis took a nice chunk of friendly fire in the back, but unfortunately the in-cap means the Clown is going to be fast now, as he's able to get up and pop that set of pills. They've lost 6 health bonus from that attack. And I got to agree with you, Caper. I think this is going to be Netherlands making it to the safe room and winning this tournament. But there is so much horde. They're running in so much horde if this attack comes in right now. It's like they were actually able to clear everything. Boomer spawns up, goes for a boom, whiffs the boom, gets picked. One skeet right there. 100 landing, 200's landing, doing decent amount of damage. Survivor's down to a 99. But we're going to see 2 more attacks before they're able to get inside the safety of the church.
Hunter's still sitting on 3 sets of pills. Only 1 bleeding out, and looking pretty good for them to take this match.
I've been very impressed with the Netherlands after their first couple maps against Russia were very, very poor. But after that, they jumped right back in it. And we have 100 spawned up. It's going to be another standard attack happening right here. Hunter,
even if they do
the
wipe right now, they are way too far into the lead. So even if they do get a wipe, it's already GG actually.
No, the 700 points is still catch-upable. It's 1 through 4, remember?
Oh right, we're not on the 4th map yet.
We are not on the 4th map. But anyway, a little bit of damage
I was
happened
thinking
off
like,
that
wasn't it this map that they didn't play 4th map before? That's what I was thinking, like
that was
previous...
No Mercy.
Oh, okay.
They don't play No Mercy 4 for some weird reason. I don't understand you, Euros. We have Boomer spawned up top, going for the boom. Boom's 2 survivors. We have Hunters making their way in right now. Smoker goes for a pull. Great pull on Francis, but somehow just randomly cleared. And goes for another pull. Pulls Zoe this time. Health bonus dropped. Oh, there was a in cap. I was going to say 20 health bonus just disappeared. But that is Suprep, so now Suprep is going to be eating his pills right up. And we're just going to have to see a quad or something if we want Russia to win this game. Or win this map even. Tie this map. So we will see a standard attack. I would expect to see the Boomer dying last here. Actually, it looks like Boomer's going to rocket boom in there and go first. Or waddle his way in.
Peek through, snipe through the window. Doesn't get any of them.
That's a great pull and a great pounce, though. That's another in cap. And Clown is down below 20 HP, and he's bleeding. We have an in cap outside. This is some very, very sloppy survivor play. Blue Label outside, very, very fortunately, just saving survivors. He has so much health still. Gets all those clears on those common, and there are no spawns up to punish survivors for being outside. So they're back inside, and I do not believe there are any black and white yet. There are not any black and white survivors. So we're going to have to see some fierce, fierce infected attack. We're going to see a dirty 3-1 attempt. Boomer waddling his way in. Boom's 1 survivor. And we're going to see them hold for a quad. So Caper, 1 last attack for Russia to even have a chance to win this game. What do you think?
Can they pull off the crazy clutch? Looks like they're going to save for the quad cap because it's pretty much going to come down to this final attack if they can get it on it. But not enough time to get the full quad cap up. And Hunter gets skeeted. Other 2 go in for a little bit of chip, but that is GG.
Good game. Russians are going to lose to the Netherlands. That's not something that I would have predicted. I believe they're going to play map 4. Maybe not, because I know the people in the Netherlands are tired. They wanted to go to bed a while ago. So we'll have to find out. Just wait here. Bated breath. Be excited. 2,300 to 1020. So even the 1,200 points that they could get, because there are no multipliers, even the 1,200 points that they could get would not save them. I just stretched in. It was awesome. Looks like they are going to play map 4 out. But again, Caper, this is one where the game has kind of wound down so much, so we can just talk about what's going on in the L4D community.
Start plugging for that match coming up on Sunday.
On Sunday! No, we'll get to that eventually. Right now, guys, very, very important. The SIVO signups, excuse me, I lost my train of thought. I was trying to read the chat. SIVO signups they will end today. So get your teams in there. The more teams we get, the better the prizes that AF1 can get for the CEVO tournament, the more games that we get to cast here at EREV, and the more fun you get to have. So go ahead and sign up for that. Get 4 friends, even if you're brand new to the game. You know, get 4 friends, just get introduced to the community. Nobody's going to be like, oh, we crushed these guys, they're so bad, blah, blah, blah. No, the community is very, very receptive to new players, and you will find players who only have 100 hours of Left 4 Dead who are playing with the superstars of the community. And it's, you know, people just, they love killing zombies. That's all that they care about. So go ahead and sign up for that CEVO tournament. Registration does end today.
There really is no other game that compares to killing zombies. If you like zombies, you like killing them. The only game out there. I'm not even going to mention Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead 2 is not a game in my opinion. Actually, of course it is. You know, Valve did a great job.
It's a pub game.
It's fantastic. Like, I will be doing some casting of Left 4 Dead 2, I assume. But my heart is with Left 4 Dead 1. And I just love the atmosphere of Left 4 Dead 1. That's the main reason that I love this game so much. The atmosphere is awesome.
I've heard of rumors of Left 4 Dead 3. I haven't seen anything about it, though.
So we have the squad coming in right now, and it almost landed. But anyway, Sunday the 27th, 6 o'clock Eastern. Ladies and gentlemen, you should be able to recite what I'm going to say before I can even say it. But Sunday the 27th at 6 o'clock Eastern, we have Latino Heat against ID in a show match. It's a best of 3. Death Toll, Lose Your Picks, and Suicide Blitz. And it's for $100. $100 just for playing the game. We're playing maps 1 through 4.
You're asking to spectate there, Moosey.
I already did.
Oh, okay.
I
See
use
anything pop up?
I use / spectate so that it doesn't bug anybody.
Fancy.
I know. But anyway, it's going to be awesome. We're going to be giving away prizes to viewers. There's going to be a betting thing. It's on newgamesninja.com. If you throw in a / L4D, if you throw in a / L4D, then you'll hit the L4D site. You can get bios from both Latino Heat and ID. I'm not sure if there are pictures or not. There's going to be prizes given away. There's some posters. There, you know, depending on how many viewers we have, there might even be more. So be excited for it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be cast here on EREV TV, Sunday at 6 o'clock Eastern.
Question, Moosey.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have been away for quite a while, and when I came back, CEVO was just about done. Was that a tournament or an actual season?
CEVO has just been doing tournaments. They've only been capping around 30 teams, and that's not enough to do a league, so it's just been tournament. The last one was sponsored by Zowie Gear. This one should be bigger and better, though.
CEVO hasn't had a season since mid-packs in Tier 2.
Exactly. CEVO Config, I believe it's called.
They have their own config for this tournament as well? Or, I mean, season?
It's going to be Retabling Hardcore. So what we're seeing today.
With 18 second spawn timer?
Maybe. I can push AF1 for that. That'd be pretty awesome. I think it's probably just going to stay there 20 to 22 or whatever. But, Caper, I love watching Left 4 Dead. I love watching frag videos. I hear that you make some awesome frag videos. Where would I find them?
I try, but they are on YouTube. If you go to youtube.com and type in VVV space Caper, C-A-P-E-R, they will pop up in the search. My own channel going on.
Caper, you're
Although
the
I
man.
haven't made any since CEVO, and I went away for about a year and a half. I wasn't playing the game, and finally came back and had some demos saved up for Kralievo's Get Skeeted On. I made a quick one without really trying. It was about 15 minutes long, and then started recording with Fraps and made a very good quality version. It's 20 minutes long, and I have a 60 FPS download in there, so it's definitely the highest quality Left 4 Dead video I have seen in terms of just general video quality. Not saying that's good in any way or better editing than anyone else's.
But you like making videos. You don't make them for people. You make them for yourself, and you know that definitely showed. Because some people, they just get so overly flashy with their video, and it's just impossible to watch. So I've always been a fan of
definitely
the Caper
focused
video.
on content and not editing, because yeah, I can't take the time to do all the smoothing and stuff, and I just have so much content to throw in there. I just go with that.
I think I saw about 15 double skeets in your video. That's a random guess.
I didn't actually counted, but yeah, there's quite a lot of multi-kills. I tried to focus a lot more on that because people were complaining about just single skeets, and even though I had like kills after, I thought that's what people wanted to see, is hunters getting skeeted out of the air, so that's all I included. This one I made sure to include all the smoker clears and boomer pops and all that other great stuff.
Sick. Alright. Well, this game is obviously still going on. I hope our video man is just doing some awesome video work, and you guys can just cast for yourselves. But we're just talking, you know, business right now. Caper and I both love this Left 4 Dead community, and we've been supporting it for a long, long time. Caper was the leader of one of the best teams back in the SEVO days. And, well, I came from 360 to the PC, and I've been casting since apparently the third day in January, since 2010. And I loved Left 4 Dead, so you guys, you know, we do a lot of this stuff for you. And so, how can you support the Left 4 Dead community? Well, you watch casts, you play the game, you make teams, you join tournaments. It's easy. It's stuff you're gonna do anyway.
Reloading.
So, quite sure whose site it is, but I am going to give a plug out to L4DNation.com. If you're a new player getting into Left 4 Dead and that kind of stuff, you can go in there for useful information on configs and upcoming tournaments, and Greg's videos all get posted there. So if you don't really know who to search for on YouTube, everyone likes to post in there once they're into the community, and if you're looking for a team, I'm sure they have teams looking, threads and players looking, and all that great stuff.
Yep, I believe it's primarily a Left 4 Dead 2 site. Obviously, they do cover the Left 4 Dead 1. But especially if you like Left 4 Dead 2, go check that out. With the loss of L4D Now a while ago, when the game was as dead as it could be, L4D Now, which was the premier source for Left 4 Dead pretty much, went down. But now it's back, and now the community is strong, if not stronger than it was when I came here in October 2009, just before Left 4 Dead 2 was released. So, looks like Netherlands did make it into the safe room. We didn't really actually talk about the game at all there. And my throat is telling me that it is time for this cast to be over, so hurry up, Russia! What? We have AFK go restart DT again? Okay, Russia's
I have a new
just
respect
joking
for
around.
you to being able to cast for this amount of time, because it's really getting hard.
I am going to celebrate by picking out on some very greasy food, I can tell you that. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is the L4D Nation Tournament, brought to you by Thug. And Netherlands has defeated Russia. They 2-0'd them to be able to come back from the lower bracket and win this tournament. They're winning some pride and a 16-slot server for an undesignated amount of time. So this, you know, people have been playing very, very tough and very, very well. And for a tournament that really doesn't have much for a prize, this just shows that, you know, this Left 4 Dead community is so awesome. And, well, if you guys support it, we can get more money in it. We can get some real sponsors into this game. So I was hoping that quad was going to land, because quads are awesome.
And then we could be finished with this cast.
Apparently Thug is Croatian and not German. I apologize, Thug. You played with the Germans yesterday. Shut up. Anyway. I just want to thank a couple of people right now. Of course, our own Erev Nightcrawla. He is just the best video man in the world. He's dealt with hardships such as his computer blue screening, immediately hops back on and gets back in here. He's been casting silently, hasn't been able to say a word to anyone in so long. He's just so lonely and sad, so you guys gotta tell Nightcrawla how much you love him. He has definitely improved from the days... The first time he did this, people told me, he is awful! And now I have not received one bad word about Nightcrawla, except from one of the biggest trolls in the Left 4 Dead community, who I will not name. So Nightcrawla, you are the man. And I just messaged him, I'm like, hey, cast in 10 minutes, you down? He's like, absolutely. We normally like to schedule these things 24 hours in advance, but the Europeans are crazy, so...
So this, newgames.com.
Newgamesninja.com?
Newgamesninja.com. If it's a success, do you think a good idea would be to throw on a sort of a Nations Cup idea kind of thing in the Americas, but do more of a North versus South kind of deal?
You know, I will have to talk to Vindexus. He is the owner of NewGamesNinja.com, which is bringing us this awesome show match on Sunday. But I will have to talk to him. But if this tournament goes well, I can almost guarantee, well, I can't guarantee because it's his money, but that he will want to do things more for this community. He's been doing stuff for the StarCraft community for a long time, and, well, I'm sure he'll do it for Left 4 Dead because he's an awesome person like that. I love promising other people's money away. Don't you guys?
Maybe we could get a server sponsor involved too to give away a server for that kind of deal.
Oh, I'm sure that's something that can happen. Because most server providers don't even charge much for a Left 4 Dead server because they're really not very hard to maintain to upkeep for the server. And I know that there have been server sponsorships in the past. So community, if any of you have any ideas, if anybody wants to donate anything to the community, that we can definitely set something up. If you have an extra $50, an extra $100, or if you have 4 copies of Magicka, I don't know, just something cool. We can run tournaments for it. If you wanted to see VVV play against Exemius for $1,000. We could have that set up for you in 12 minutes, I'm sure.
Old school Titans matchup, I like it.
Yeah.
I could get them to all come back for a show match.
Oh, of course, everybody could, It would be awesome, but...
Would we use Tier 2?
We could run... You know what, community? If you, for example, let's just say you have $100...
You'd be hilarious.
You want to see VVV versus Exemius on Sivo config? I guarantee you we can get that to happen. Well, I can't guarantee anything.
We should play Sivo config with like 5-second spawn timers. That'd be hilarious.
That would
Non-stop
be
spawns going in.
Super rough. Like you boom somebody,
but I mean,
you boom them, you send your attack in, and then you send your attack in again while the boomer horde is still making its way in.
Yeah, you got auto shooties, so you can just plow through everything. Sorry, auto shotties.
The views by Caper are not necessarily the views of EREV TV or its management. Anything that he says must be taken with a grain of salt because he is a bad, bad man.
I am not a caster.
Anyway.
For good reason.
So, the community, you guys are the reason it's still thriving. You guys are the reason that, we're casting this right now. If there weren't people to watch this, I wouldn't be sitting here for 4 hours screaming into a microphone. But there are people who liked it. There are people who support it. So I'm here. Caper's here. Nightcrawla's here. EREV's here. Sivo. Ideally. L4D Nation. I'm probably missing some stuff, but just everybody. This community is so awesome. So, support it. That's all.
Like we're about to see the final moments of this game. Lewis will just in-cap. Die, Lewis. Die.
Lewis is finally dead. Caper, we can go! So, ladies and gentlemen, for myself, for Caper, Nightcrawla, I just want to say thank you to the Europeans who hosted this tournament. Congratulations to the Netherlands defeating Russia 2-0.
Congratulations to Clown and Blue Label and the rest of his crew. Winning that L4D server.
So, guys, thanks for watching. We've plugged enough things so many times. If you don't remember Sunday at 6 o'clock, I'm probably going to strangle you. Caper, L4D, VVV Caper. You know, just tune into EREV constantly. I love casting, and I don't know, we're still looking for a co-caster for him. A full-time co-caster. So keep that in mind. If you get good, let me know.
I also want that spray, so if the person watching that had that spray in that match, if they could go to my YouTube channel and put a link in there, that'd be great.
Alright. Thank you guys for watching. This was awful for my throat, but awesome for everybody else, and except for Caper's throat. So we will catch you guys, at the very least, on Sunday. Peace out.